What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back, and today you're going to be taking a pop quiz. I sure hope you studied for it. Hold on, I don't think you could study for a pop quiz. But let me explain the rules to you real quick before we get started. First thing is first. This is going to be a pop quiz over the Pokemon Go Pokedex. I am going to be reading you a Pokedex description from the Pokemon Go Pokedex, and you will have just over 10 seconds to decide what Pokemon you think that is. Now, I will give you a hint halfway through the time. Let's get started. But I need one thing from you first before we get started. I know, I'm kind of always asking for stuff from you guys. And that is, to clear your desk, put your phone away, because there's going to be no cheating on this test, all right? Can't stand cheaters. If I found out you cheated, your score will not be counted. Go ahead and listen to all 10 of these descriptions before you decide to comment, because I want to know how well you guys did in the comment section down below. And of course, there is a grading system for this. Why wouldn't there be a grading system? Of course there is one. All right, and the grading system is, if you get 1 to 4 questions correctly, you are a Pokemon beginner. If you get 5 to 7 questions answered correctly, you are a Pokemon trainer. And if you get 8 to 9 questions answered correctly, then you are an Elite 4 Pokemon trainer. And if you just so happen to get all 10, well then you, my friend, we're friends, right? Are a Pokemon master. All right, guys, I hope you guys are ready to take this pop quiz, because it's going to start out very easy and get increasingly harder. So make sure, if you are a Pokemon master, you stick around to the very end, because if you really are a Pokemon master, you'll be able to get that last description correct, which I don't know if very many of you will be able to pull off. But if you do, you probably are a Pokemon master. Let's get right into it.
The ultimate test!
This Pokemon is a pathetic excuse for a Pokemon that is only capable of flopping and splashing. The behavior prompted scientists to undertake research into it. You have 10 seconds. Hurry up. About done? All right, let me go ahead and give you a hint. If you watch my Pokemon channel, this is my #2 favorite Pokemon. You should start watching my channel more. Maybe you'll get these right. And the #2 spot goes to Magikarp. Of course it does. What a pathetic Pokemon, but Magikarp's a badass. Don't you ever forget it.
Magikarp! Just hearing that name makes my blood boil.
All right, and coming in at number 9, the Pokemon Go description is, this Pokemon rearranges its cell structure to transform itself into other shapes. However, if it tries to transform itself into something by relying on its memory, this Pokemon manages to get details wrong. This one shouldn't be too hard, guys. You got 10 seconds before you get the hint. These are only going to get increasingly harder. All right, and here is your hint. This Pokemon was added to Pokemon Go after launch. I'm giving you 2 more seconds. And if you guessed ditto, you are 100% correct. I sure hope you are 2 for 2, because we are going to step it up and get just a little bit harder. And the Pokemon Go entry at number 8 is, this Pokemon's vocal cords can freely adjust the wavelength of its voice. This Pokemon uses this ability to sing at precisely the right wavelength to make its foes most drowsy. You better not guess drowsy for this. That's not even your hint. You're better than that if you really think it is drowsy. All right, a few more seconds here. All right, let's get right into your hint here. This Pokemon loved to draw on people's faces with a Sharpie when they were asleep. And if that isn't good enough hint, then you better just leave right now. I'm just kidding. I know a lot of people haven't watched the anime. But if you guessed Jigglypuff, you are correct.
Identify this Pokemon.
This is gonna be a breeze for me. It's a Voltorb.
Ah, how simple. It's a Pokeball without a doubt.
Obviously, it's an electrode.
And the answer is a Jigglypuff seen from above.
Let's go ahead and move on to the next Pokemon. All right, and the Pokemon Go Pokedex description at number 7. At the time of its birth, this Pokemon has a 1 white tail. The tail separates into 6 if this Pokemon receives plenty of love from its trainer. The 6 tails become magnificently curled. I sure hope you're going to go 4 for 4 on this one. This one's not too hard. Come on. Do you really need 10 seconds? All right, it's been a few seconds now. Let's go ahead and give you your hint. This Pokemon is one of Brock's Pokemon in the anime. And don't you guess Geodude. Geodude doesn't have a tail, goddammit. All right, time's up. And if you guessed Vulpix, guess what? You guessed right. It wasn't Ninetales. Because Ninetales has 9 tails, and this one had 6. That was kind of obvious, right? Now, we're going to get a little bit harder. It's only going to get harder from here, folks. Stick around and see if you are a Pokemon Go master. And if you're at 100% right now, go ahead and put a like on this video. I am hoping you guys are doing great so far, but I plan on tricking a few of you off from getting a 100% score very shortly. All right, coming in at number 6. These Pokemon are raised in most farms. The reason is simple. Wherever this Pokemon burrows, the soil is left perfectly tilled for planting crops. The soil is made ideal for growing delicious vegetables. Can't wait to get in some broccoli, huh? Now let's think. What Pokemon burrows? Well, there's quite a bit, so I'm really not here to help you. I'm just here to see if you can get these right. All right, just a few seconds left here. Let's go ahead and give you a hint. When this Pokemon evolves, it evolves into a triplet of himself, itself, herself. And time's up. If you had guessed Diglett, you're correct, and we can move on. All right, let's go ahead and step into number 4. Is it? Are we at number 4 already? No, we're not at number 4. We're at number 5. How the hell did I lose track of that? All right, not number 4. Number 5 reads, this Pokemon's brain continually grows, making its head far too heavy to support with its neck. This Pokemon holds its head up by using psychonetic power instead. Now, there is somewhat of a hint there in the description, but I will give you one here in about 10 seconds. Put your thinking caps on because they are getting harder and harder, and I'll give you a few more seconds. Okay, your hint is, this is my number 1 favorite Pokemon, and that's all the hint I'm going to give you. So, guess what? You need to start watching my Pokemon Go vlogs if you haven't. You already had 2 or 3 of these guessed correctly. Time's up. Did you guess it right? If you guessed it as Alakazam, you guessed it right. If you didn't, well, you suck. All right, and the Pokemon description coming in at number 4 is, this Pokemon grows by eating on rocks. Apparently, it prefers to eat rocks that are covered in moss. This Pokemon eats its way through a ton of rocks on a daily basis. I've probably ate rocks one time in my life on accident. How the hell does this thing eat them on a daily basis? A daily basis. A daily basis. You know, if you ever watched the Pokemon anime, I don't think I ever seen all of those Pokemon eat on a daily basis. But I digress. All right, and we'll give you a few more seconds here. We are almost coming up on that time. Do not mess up your 100% perfect score on this one, because the next 3 are only going to get harder and harder. Let's go ahead and give you your hint so you don't mess up your 100% score. And your hint is, to get this Pokemon into its final evolution stage in the Pokemon series games, you will have to trade it away. Now that's a really good hint, so you better get this correct. All right, and if you guessed Graveler, then you are 100% correct. Let's go ahead and move on to number 3. All right, here we are at number 3, and guys, I'm sorry. A lot of you are just gonna fall off right here. Now, I may be wrong, but this one's gonna be very, very hard. This one's a doozy. This one is a doozy. Here is the description. This Pokemon is very weak at birth. It can barely stand up. This Pokemon becomes stronger by stumbling and falling to keep up with its parent. Now, what the hell could that be, right? The tip that I have for this one, it helps, but it really does not point to what Pokemon it is. All right, let's go ahead and give you that hint then. This Pokemon is not a baby Pokemon. Did you see that coming? I'm gonna give you a few more seconds here, but I know that hint probably did not help you whatsoever, but it did cut out the baby Pokemon if you had that in mind. Here is the countdown, and 4, 3, 2, 1. If you guessed Ponyta, you are correct. That sure didn't sound like a Ponyta. All right, moving into number 2. Number 2, this gets a little weird, so be prepared. If your nose becomes itchy while you are sleeping, it's a sure sign that one of these Pokemon is standing above your pillow and trying to eat your dream through your nostrils. That's why I sleep with a nose plug. Wow, that was a lame joke. All right, we'll give you a few more seconds here before we get into the hint and before I crack another lame joke. Now, I don't know how many of you are going to get this one correct, but like I said, I'm here to ruin some perfect scores. I would be such an evil teacher. All right, now let's go ahead and get into the hint. And the hint here today is going to throw a lot of you off. This is not a ghost type Pokemon. I know what you were thinking. Eating dreams through nostrils? That's got to be Haunter, right? Dream Eater, Haunter, Haunter, Dream Eater. The Dream Eating Haunter. Well, it wasn't Haunter, so guess again. All right, let's start the countdown here. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. If you guessed Hypno, you are wrong. If you guessed Kadabra, still wrong. But if you guessed Drowsy, you are 100% correct. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Drowsy in my room because I see Drowsy everywhere. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the final Pokedex entry for the Pokemon Go Pokedex, number 1. All right, before we get into number 1, guys, I just want to thank you for making it this far into the video. And since you did, I feel like you're going to catch a Dragonite tomorrow. Just got a feeling. If you're watching this, you made it to the last one, you're catching a Dragonite tomorrow. Guaranteed. Maybe I shouldn't guarantee that. Now, number 1, I am not going to give you a hint for. This is one of the hardest Pokemon to guess correctly by its Pokedex entry, mainly because there is like literally no help in the Pokedex description of this Pokemon. All right, and here is the description from the Pokemon Go Pokedex, and it reads, this Pokemon has large, saucer-like eyes. The surface of its eyes are always covered with a thin layer of tears. If any dust gets into this Pokemon's eyes, it is quickly washed away. If you are a Pokemon master, you will be able to get this without a hint. That is why I'm not providing a hint. Guys, are you really the best there ever was? All right, guys, I'm going to give you a 5-second countdown. I'm sorry for everybody's scores that I'm ruining with this one, but we are going to go ahead and hit it with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. If you guessed Wigglytuff, you are absolutely correct. And if you got 100%, guys, slap a like on the video. Also, don't leave without commenting how well you did in the description. Guys, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I will bring more of these Pokemon pop quizzes to you. Of course, there was a grading system, guys, and I hope everybody was a Pokemon master, or at the very minimum, a Pokemon Elite Four trainer, because you guys that follow this channel, I believe in you guys. But thanks for watching, guys. I've been your host, BEANSnRICE, and we will see you later.